Founded in 1941, the Special Air Service, or SAS, are part of the United Kingdom Special Forces. But who knew they also made deck boxes? And you can tell it's the SAS because they've got the web address here at the bottom, they've got it written on the base, and it's also stamped on the lid. They are 10 centimetres tall, by 5 centimetres deep, and just over 7 centimetres wide. And the interesting feature is they've got a window in the front, allowing you to see which deck you've put in which box. The first thing to note is that these have rounded corners on the inside. And as we all know, that's a very bad idea, because your cards are square. And when you pack it full of cards, the ones at the front and the back, or at least their sleeves, can easily get squished. The next thing is the metal has been turned over on the lip here, which is handy for not cutting your fingers off, but it does mean your sleeves or even your cards will get caught up underneath that and they won't want to come out. See? Look, it's like magic. And the plastic window itself isn't in any way sealed in there. Again, the metal has been turned over at the edges, forming a little lip that the plastic sits inside. And this lip doesn't go all the way around. There's a huge area in every corner where it isn't tight, so any kind of rain, moisture or spill is really going to creep in there. The next thing is, despite coming in plastic packaging, they did arrive pre-scratched. As you can see, there's a nasty scratch right there on the metal, and it may be the vendor that we bought them from, or more likely it's the cheap construction. It looks like you've got a single layer of colour that's been powder coated or anodised onto the front. You can see down there's another 2 scratches. We've even got a nice little dent on the back there. And we've no doubt that the continued opening and closing will easily chip the paint away. And you can even see that the bare metal along the bottom is beginning to tarnish as well. And this should be brand new. Now you may or may not be able to see that there is tarnish already on the surface. This will show off fingerprints and any kind of marking or staining like there's no tomorrow. But straight out of the packet, it should at least have had a little bit of a buff. Let's see if we can make this better. Even after a proper polish, these marks, which may be from transit or may be from manufacturing, are still there, spoiling what would be a lovely mirror finish. You might even be able to spot that this is also true for what should be a lovely clear plastic. Even when purchased new, this is scuffed and clouded. This is 140 unsleeved cards, and we could probably squeeze another couple in there, but good luck getting them out. And this is 110 single-sleeved cards in cheap penny sleeves. You could probably squeeze a couple more in, but you're going to be bending the corners of your sleeves in order to do so. So we wouldn't recommend it. Now, depending on the height of your sleeves, you may experience some trouble actually closing the lid. And if you do ram it down, there is a chance that it may pop open on its own. Now, in order to put these 2 military-inspired tins through their paces, we've devised our toughest, most rigorous test yet. And that is the spork. Take that.
What was that? You're bloody useless. Time for me to take over. If you want a test, leave it to Lita. Why don't you drink this delicious milk?
Oh, cheers. Thanks, Lita. Oh, Lita, I don't feel so good. It's going all fuzzy, Lita. Oh. Are we on a train? Lita, how did I get on a train?
I'll explain everything. Just drink this carbonated beverage first.
Okay. I'm feeling sleepy again. Oh, I don't like the look of that barbed wire. Right, Lita, what the heck's going on? You've got some explaining to do.
Oh, we don't have much time. Just put these boots on.
What, are you crazy? I can't wear these. Just look at all those holes. Does that go all the way through? Where did you get these?
Milan, give him another shot. Help me get him outside.
Get this bag off my head. Where am I? Oh my word, who are all these people? We aren't having a fan meet-up, are we? And why are their backpacks so much bigger than ours? Have we gone back in time again? Mark, are you in on all this? The parachute regiment?
Well, the SAS probably don't like unannounced YouTubers turning up on their doorstep.
Is that an inflatable aeroplane?
It's the defence budget cuts. Even their horses have gotten smaller.
Why do parachutists have horses?
Anyway, that MeGo device Dr. Milan's installed has allowed me to pilot your body, so we're going to give that dead box a real test. Join all those people over there and get ready for some running.
Running? I'm a gamer. I barely see daylight, let alone physical activities. Whoa, too fast, too fast. Make it stop, make it stop.
It's probably going to be best if you close your eyes.
Will it help? Are those tanks? I don't get any more.
What are you whinging about? It's just a couple of hills.
Those are mountains. I can't feel my limbs.
Which ones?
Any of them. This is non-Euclidean geography. Those hills don't go downhill.
Oh, hurry up. That dog's going faster than you are.
Drinks ahead. Oh, thank goodness. I need a double scotch, or at least some brandy. I've got to stop. I've got to stop. Did you put this in my shoe? Was it the massive holes? 9 miles? That's what it said 9 miles ago. I'm going to die. My legs are going to fall off. I quit. I never wanted to be a YouTuber.
Oh, I know. You always want to be a lumberjack.
Oh, an ambulance, I'm saved. Thank the maker. Over here. Wait, stop. What's this? It can't be bath night. It's not my birthday.
Oh no, he's passed out.
Thank goodness we are back home to our trusty plank of wood. Why don't we take a look and see what state things are in? A bit grubby, it appears. Perhaps we ought to give it a wipe and take a better look. Physically, a metal deck box should be fine if it is inside a soft bag like a rucksack or a suitcase, and that beautiful gloss surface will wipe off any dirt or stains. As predicted, we can see that water has got inside, no doubt around the edges of the loose-fitting panel at the front. You can see the condensation trapped between the perspex and the clear sleeve, and also that mud has crept in. Let's see how bad things are inside. Pretty bad if water has got in. If all your cards were sleeved and the box remained upright, then things could be okay. But as the majority of these cards were unsleeved, they will have sucked up water like a sponge, and that explains the difficulty opening the box. The cards have expanded, deforming the metal of the case. Those cards have not got a chance of budging, particularly due to the lip that runs all the way round the inside of the box. Can you see how the front is bulging out? How about now? And having got the lid off, there is no way we can close it. Let's see if we can gouge things out, shall we? Not likely, it seems. Let's leave this in a warm, dry place and see what changes. Okay, so now it is a couple of days later. The cards both appear and feel dry at the top, but we have no idea what is going on at the bottom of the box. And as you can see by this 10 minutes of sped up footage, we really didn't have any luck removing the cards. They are either still wet and wedged in, or have stuck to the sides, or could possibly have formed a vacuum. With the traditional fabric or thin plastic, you could push on the base and force them out, but with a rigid metal or wooden box, you just can't do that. And no amount of yanking with pliers would convince them to budge. We also re-wet the cards in the hope that would break the friction or separate the cards if they dried into a solid brick. But this was to no avail. Those cards are well and truly wedged, and certainly wouldn't come out with people watching. Sometime later. We have left this to dry out in a warm room for 2 months, and as you can see, the cards are moving much more freely, but are still not coming out. Our goal is to work them enough to be able to get some pliers on there to remove a few of the cards, and that would hopefully release the jam. If you are determined to get this out and not throw the whole damn thing away, then this is what we've found that works. Leave it to dry as long as possible, weeks, preferably months, and every so often you want to come along and riffle the cards like this to keep them separate and to get dry air going down inside them. Then you want a pair of needle nose pliers, and what you want to do is try and separate these things out. So some go this way and some go that way, so you've got a nice wadge to get a grip with. There you go, and then just give it a tug. Yeah, and it looks like it was mud down at the bottom, basically gumming everything up. Woohoo! Let's see if it will. Oh, look at that. Is Mark alive? Probably not. He looks like a bit of a casualty. And you've got some handy firelighters there too. Hooray! Yeah, it's definitely caked on down at the bottom there, isn't it? But you could give that a wash out and continue using it. A lot of the damage which has occurred is from us trying to prise out the cards. And if you run out of the tap and give it a good wipe, no one will in fact know that this thing has survived a 10-mile endurance race. So why don't we remedy that fact? Now, to be fair, the deck box itself has survived in reasonably good condition. Although we probably can't close the lid ever again. Oh, no, there it goes. Fantastic. But assuming the purpose of a deck box is actually to protect the cards inside, particularly with the outlandish pedigree that this thing claims to descend from, it's a definite thumbs down from us.